Good evening, dear students. So, in the previous session, we were discussing about alcohol, phenols, and ethers, right? So, what all things we have seen in the previous class, students? So, we have seen the MCQs. Yes. So, we have seen the all these MCQs, that is multiple choice questions. Then we had started in the last class, we had started with the 2 marks question, right? We had started with the 2 marks question, right? So we have seen these 2 marks question, that is explain the method of preparation of phenol from cumene. So these are very important questions and we have discussed this. So preparation of phenol from cumene, then what is explain the Williamson's ether synthesis, okay, with an example. So I have told you, so you have to study the general reaction as well as the example and a small explanation. Okay, you should write a small explanation also for that. Then we have discussed about what is Kolbe's reaction, right? We have discussed about the Kolbe's reaction also. So in Kolbe's reaction, what we are doing in Kolbe's reaction, students? Yes, what we are doing in Kolbe's reaction? We have discussed this, right? What we are doing in Kolbe's reaction? Can you tell me what is the final product? Okay, you can tell me what is the final product. Yes. What is the final product in Kolbe's reaction? So we are so Kolbe's reaction, it is what we are making use of phenol as a starting product. Okay, starting reactant. So what is the product which is formed at the end in Kolbe's reaction? Yes. Okay. Salicylic acid. Yes, Vedvati has answered it as salicylic acid. It is right. Okay. So what we are doing in Kolbe's reaction, students? So sodium phenoxide. We are taking sodium phenoxide. Okay, we are taking phenol and we are taking sodium hydroxide. Okay, and what we are doing, we are heating it. We are heating it with carbon dioxide. Okay, at 413 Kelvin and at an atmospheric pressure of 6 to 7. Okay, atmospheric pressure. And then we are doing what? We are doing acidification. Okay, on acidification, it is giving you salicylic acid. So the this was the reaction which we have seen. So then what is Rimmer-Timmer reaction? So in Rimmer-Timmer reaction, what is the product obtained? Yes, students, what is the product obtained? It is the salicylaldehyde. Okay, we are preparing a salicylaldehyde. So what we are doing in Rimmer-Timmer reactions? So we are taking a phenol. Okay, we are treating it with chloroform and sodium hydroxide. Okay, we are treating it with chloroform and sodium hydroxide. Okay, then what you are getting an intermediate. So you are getting an intermediate. So this intermediate, then you are going to do acidification. Sorry, you are going to treat it with sodium hydroxide. Okay, you are going to treat it with sodium hydroxide. Then what you get a what aldehyde. Okay, a sodium phenoxide with the aldehyde group followed by acidification. You get a salicylaldehyde. So this is the reaction. So we have I have given you the reaction, yes, and the conditions in the previous class. So I'm just revising it. Okay. Then we have seen how is phenol prepared from aniline. Yes, so this also we have seen. So what is this reaction called as? How is phenol prepared from aniline? Yes, so aniline is converted into what? What is this reaction called as, students? What is the name of the reaction? Yes, it is a diazotization, right? It is called as diazotization, right? What we are doing, we have seen this reaction, right? So So what we are doing, we are taking aniline, right? We are doing diazotization. Then what is happening to that? Yes. What is the reaction condition for the diazotization? Yes. I've discussed this in the previous class. Okay, still I'll write the reaction if you're not remembering. Okay, so aniline. Okay, I'll take it little down. Okay, I'll write it here. Okay, so aniline. So what we have taken aniline. So this is our aniline. Okay, so aniline we are treating it with what? We are treating it with sodium nitrate plus HCl. Okay, what is this called as? It is called as nitrous acid. It is called as nitrous acid. Okay, so that is what? Nitrous acid is sodium nitrate plus HCl. It is called as nitrous acid. So at a temperature around 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, what you are doing? You are converting your aniline to diazotization salt. That is N. Okay, Cl. So it is N plus Cl minus. Okay. So this is diazotization followed by you're warming the solution. Okay. In water, you get a phenol. Okay. You get a phenol. So this is the preparation. Okay. Plus N2 plus HCl. Okay. So this is aniline. So aniline. Okay. This is a benzene diazonium chloride. It is benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, so this is the reaction. What is it? How we are preparing phenol from aniline? It is called as diazotization reaction. Okay, diazonium or diazonium, beta, diazotization reaction. Okay, we are preparing our phenol from diazotization. Okay, it is forming a diazonium salt. Okay, as an intermediate product. I hope you're getting these things right. So moving further, next question. Okay, how do you differentiate between primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols using Lucas reagent? So this also we have seen. How do you differentiate between primary, secondary, tertiary, this using Lucas reagent? Yes. Before that, what is Lucas reagent, students? What is Lucas reagent? We have discussed this about Lucas reagent. What is Lucas reagent, students? Very important. Can be asked for 1 mark, either in the fill in the blank or in MCQs. What is Lucas reagent? It is concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. Okay. Concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. So this is about so we have seen this also. We have seen this also, the different what with primary what it will give, with secondary what it will give, with tertiary what it will give. So all the various reactions we have seen. Okay, next question. How does anisole react with acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3? Write the chemical equation for the reaction. Write the IUPAC name of the major product. Yes, students. How anisole reacts? What is anisole? Yes. What is anisole, students? How anisole reacts with acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So you have to write the chemical equation of the reaction, and you have to write the IUPAC name also for the major product. Yes. What is anisole? Is it an anisole? Okay, somebody has answered. Benzene. Yes, good. Who has answered it? Yes, Vedvati, good. Okay, so it is benzene ring with OCH3. Okay, with OCH3. So benzene ring. So when anisole, okay, so when anisole reacts with acetyl chloride, what is acetyl chloride? CH3COCl. Okay, so you have to take 2 moles. Okay, 2 moles of anisole when it reacts with acetyl chloride. when it reacts with acetyl chloride. So this is your anisole. This is your acetyl chloride. So when 2 moles of anisole reacts with acetyl chloride, okay, in the presence of what? In the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, that is aluminum chloride. Okay, anhydrous aluminum chloride. So two products are obtained. Okay, two products are obtained. One will be a ortho substituted. Okay, that is 2-methoxy. What is the name? 2-methoxy acetophenone. Acetophenone. This is a minor product. This is a minor product. And one more product obtained is OCH3. Okay, COCH3. So what is the product obtained? It is 4-methoxy, 4-methoxy acetophenone. Okay, acetophenone. So this is a major product. I hope you are getting this. Yes. So what they have asked, how does anisole react with acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3? So you have to write this. So with a sentence, what you'll write explanation? When anisole reacts with acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it forms 2-methoxyacetophenone and 4-methoxyacetophenone. Okay, so these are the this explanation you can give and write this equation. So your equation you have to write, and you have to write the names of this IUPAC names of these products. Okay, so they have asked only major products. So this is 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So at fourth position, okay, 4-methoxy acetophenone. Okay, like that. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 4-methoxy acetophenone. So this you have to take as 1, 2. Okay, so 2-methoxy acetophenone, like that. Okay, fine. So next question. Is it clear? Yes, whatever has been told till now, it is clear. Okay, fine. So we'll proceed further. Next question. Uh, Complete the following. Okay, you have to complete this following equation. So there are two equation given. So like this also questions can be asked in your exams. Okay, so complete the following. So like this incomplete reactions will give given. You have to complete it. Okay, you have to complete it. Yes, complete this following. The first one, phenol plus zinc. Okay, phenol plus zinc, and you are heating it. Yes, what is the product obtained when you are heating your phenol? That is phenol plus zinc. When you're heating, what is the product obtained? Okay, I've got the answers. Okay. Yes, Vedvati has answered it. Benzene. Then Swati has answered is. Swati has answered. Then Vedvati has. Okay. Shushti had answered. Yes. So the answer is you get a benzene plus ZNO. Okay, you get a benzene plus ZNO. Yes. Next question, chemical composition of Lucas reagent. So what is chemical composition? You have to write concentrated HCl plus anhydrous zinc chloride. Okay, so like this completely you have to write. So you will get, so 2 questions, 2 marks. Okay, I hope you are getting it. So next question. Write the general equation for esterification. Yes, students, write the general equation for esterification. So for each, this is also 2 questions are asked. So for each question, you'll get 1 mark. Okay. So general equation, they have asked for esterification. Yes. Before that, what is esterification? I'll tell you what is esterification. Okay. So esterification is what? When the reaction is between a alcohol. Okay, I'll write it in sentence. So when the reaction is between alcohol, okay, and carboxylic acid in the presence of concentrated H2SO4. Okay. It gives you a ester. It gives you a ester. Okay. Now, how do you write the general equation? What is the general equation? So ROH. So alcohol is ROH plus carboxylic acid is what? Carboxylic acid is uh, COO. Okay. So I'll take it like this. Fine. Giving you in the presence of H plus. So they have asked in the presence of H plus. You get what? R. So I'll just show you what is the byproduct obtained here. Okay. So this. Okay. So the byproduct is H2O. Now, so what is the product obtained? Just see. It will be R. Okay. R. Then COOR. Okay. R dash COOR. So right plus H2. So this is alcohol. This is carboxylic acid. This is a ester. Okay, in the presence of acid, that is H plus ions. Yes, good. Yes, Vedvati has answered it. Good. Okay, so like this. So this is a general reaction. Now, next question. Phenol is more acidic than alcohol. Yes, students, give reason why phenol is more acidic than alcohol. What is the reason why phenol is more acidic than alcohol? What is the reason why phenol is more acidic than alcohol? What can be the reason, students? Okay. Don't know. What is the reason why phenols are more acidic? So this is alcohol and this is phenol. Okay. So when you're comparing the alcohol and your phenol, okay. So phenol is more acidic. Why? Because it is involving a benzene system. Okay. It has a pi system here. So what is happening here? Phenol is more acidic because when you're writing the resonance structures, okay. So here there will be formation of phenoxide ion. Okay. So and this phenoxide ion, it will be resonance stabilized. So when you're writing the resonance structures, so the phenoxide ion is more resonance stabilized. So you have to write because phenoxide, please note this down if you don't know, phenoxide ion is resonance stabilized. Okay, so when you are writing the resonance stabilization, now see, when you remove this, okay, so how it will form? So RO minus, okay, so the resonance structure of this. Now, when you are writing the resonance structure for your what? Phenoxide ion. So this will be O minus. So this O minus will undergo different resonance structures. Okay, so these are the resonance structures. So like this. Okay, so like this. So I'm writing the resonance structures. So it can show, it can, so this ion, phenoxide ion, it can be resonance stabilized. So because of that, your phenoxide ion is more acidic. Okay, it is more acidic, right? Got it? So like this. Okay. So it is phenoxide ion is it is resonance stabilized. So it can be this ion, okay, phenoxide ion, it can be resonance stabilized. Okay, so this is the reason. Understood? Okay, so these were the questions for 2 marks. So very important. So I have discussed all the very, very important questions. So from this particular chapter, if you do, okay, so these important questions for 2 marks, it will cover like most of the part. Okay. So next is 3 marks question here. Okay, 3 marks question. The first question, write the 3 steps involved in the mechanism of acid catalyzed dehydration of ethanol to ethene. So this question is a must question, like your SN1 and SN2 mechanism, right? You know SN1 and SN2 mechanism. So in the previous chapter, we have studied about SN1, SN2 mechanism. So this also is a 5-star question. Okay, very important. So with SN1, SN2, okay. So this also is a important question. So this also you have to mark it as, you have to practice it. You can score it out here. Okay. So for this, you will get 3 marks. For this particular question, you get 3 marks. Okay. You have to write the 3 steps which are involved in the mechanism of a conversion of that is dehydration of ethanol to ethane. Okay. So what are the steps? Yes, students, what are the steps? So there are 3 steps. So first step is what? First step is formation of what is that? Formation of protonated alcohol. Okay, formation of protonated alcohol. So this is the first. So what is happening here? So I'll write the structure of ethanol first. Okay, so this is our ethanol. Okay, so this is ethanol. So ethanol is going to react with the acid. Okay, so your what will happen? So alcohol will react with the acid, that is H2SO4, to form a protonated alcohol. So this lone pair will attack your hydrogen, okay, H plus ion, and it will give you what? It will give you HCH. So the remaining, it will be like this only. So O plus, then this will be H and this will be H. Okay, so this is our first step. This is our first step. Okay, so now, okay, so this is our first step. Now, second step is what? Yes, students, what is the second step? So what is happening here? So ethanol is converted into protonated alcohol. Okay. Now, second step is what? Formation of carbocation. Second step is, so you have to write like this, huh? And you have to explain it in one line. Formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. So what you'll write? So this, whatever the product is formed here, so H, C, H, H, C, H, H, O plus. Okay, so this, whatever is formed in the first, okay, so the same you have to write here. Okay, now what will happen? So this is a fast. The first step is fast step. This is a slow step. Now what is happening here? Okay, so this bond movement takes place. Okay, bond movement takes place and it forms H, C, H, H, then C, H, H, and this bond breaks. Okay, plus H2O. So this water molecule will be, so this bond breaks, okay, and the water molecule is taken away. So H2O. So this is our second step. Okay, now we'll see the third step. Okay, I'll write the third step here on the above. Don't get confused. So this is our third step. Okay, third step is what? Elimination of proton. Okay, elimination of proton. So what is happening here? Whatever is found here, okay, this particular that you have to write here. So HC, okay. So what is happening here now? This is my positive charge, okay. So what is happening here? Now this bond will shift here, okay, on this arrow, and you get HC double bond like this. So you get a alkene. I'll write it properly. The alkene I'll write properly. So C double bond C, H, 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 and H. Okay. So this is our what? This is our ethene. Ethene plus H plus. Okay. Plus H plus. So ethene plus H plus. Okay. So this is a carbocation. Understood? Yes. So for the 3 marks, 3 steps for the 3 marks. Okay. First is the formation of, so this is the first one, formation of protonated alcohol. What is happening here? The alcohol will react with the acid to form a product. Okay. Protonated alcohol. Fine. Then in the second step, what is happening? There is a formation of carbocation. Okay. Formation of carbocation. So protonated alcohol will lose a water molecule to form a ethyl carbocation. So you can see this is a carbocation formation. Now, in the third step, what is happening? There will be elimination of proton. Okay, so the bond will get rearranged. The bonds will get rearranged and you will get a ethene. So there will be elimination of proton to form a carbocation. From carbocation forms the alkene. Okay, so there will be elimination of proton from the carbocation and it forms the alkene. That is the ethene. Fine. So this is the question asked for 3 marks. Is it clear? Yes, students? Is it clear? So as we have discussed, okay, so these were the questions and okay, from the alcohol chapter. So as I've said, so this particular chapter is totally for 12 marks. Okay, you'll be getting 1 mark, 2 questions and 5 marks, 2 questions. Fine. So these were the things to be discussed under this particular chapter, that is alcohol, phenols, and ethers. Any doubts regarding this particular chapter? You won't, if you have not understood anything, you can ask me in the chat box. You can chat, you can drop the message. Anything regarding alcohol, phenols, and ethers. So I have discussed the most important questions. Okay. So please go through the questions, whatever have been told. So these are very important. Okay. They will fetch you good marks. Okay. So please, whatever the hints are told. Okay. Whatever the hints are told, please follow them. Please write them accordingly. Okay. Write the steps accordingly. Please write the explanation accordingly. Okay. So then seen in organic chemistry, the reaction, the reagent, okay, the positive charge. So these are very important. If you do not write the positive charge, okay, suppose here, I'll show you. Now, this particular reaction, okay, that is your uh, dehydration reaction. If you don't write this, okay, suppose you have written this first reaction properly, okay, or suppose you have written all the steps properly, but there is no this charge only, okay, no charge. Can you hear me, students? Okay. So, so we were discussing that. So if you write the complete mechanism also, and if you don't write the positive charge, okay, if you forgot the positive charge to write, suppose, okay, we were discussing this, right? So, and all the bonds should be properly written. Okay, all these bonds should be properly written. So suppose, okay, so it will, what will happen? So I'll write one step. So this will attack and you get HC. Suppose I write it like this only. Okay, I'll write like this only. So will I get the mark here? Yes. If you don't write this positive charge, okay, if you don't write this positive charge, if you write the next also, okay, you will not get marks. So this positive charge, the formation of positive charge carbocation formation, it should be clearly mentioned. Okay, it should be shown properly. If you do not show it properly, then you won't get marks here. Okay, so please write the charges properly. Okay, stepwise, please show the charges properly. So do not get confused. Fine. So these were the things which I was supposed to deal in this particular chapter, that is alcohol, phenols, and ethers. Yes. 2 more minutes. If you have any doubts regarding this particular chapter, you can ask me. Or else I'm going to go to the next chapter, that is biomolecules. Okay, we are going to discuss about the next chapter, that is biomolecules. Yes. Anything you want to ask about this particular chapter, you can ask me. We have time. We have enough time. You can ask me about, uh, if you have any doubts, you can drop your doubts in the chat box. No doubts? Yes, everything is understood. Okay, fine. Fine. Then we are moving for the next chapter. That is, we are going to start with the next chapter, that is alcohol, this what? Biomolecules. Okay. So next chapter is biomolecules. So this is the next chapter which we are going to discuss. Biomolecules. Yes. So what are biomolecules, students? What are biomolecules? Yes, what are biomolecules? What are biomolecules? So biomolecules are what? They are the complex organic substance, okay, which build up. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so what are biomolecules? As we are discussing about biomolecules, okay, so biomolecules, they are the complex organic substance which build up the living organism. Okay, they build up the living organism. And why they are required? They are required for the growth and the maintenance of the living organism, right? Why we require this biomolecules? So which are the different biomolecules? Carbohydrates, right? Carbohydrate, proteins, nucleic acid, lipids. How do we take proteins? How do we take carbohydrates? We are taking some of the essential carbohydrates and proteins to our food, okay, to the diet which we are having. Very helpful for the living organism. Why they are helpful, students? Why they are helpful? Because it is helping in the growth, okay. When you are taking essential nutrients, okay, when you are taking essential nutrients, when you are taking essential carbohydrates, whatever is required by the body, okay, you are taking proper vitamins, okay, proteins, if the body is getting enough nutrients, then what will happen? Your body, okay, it will be maintained, okay, it will be maintained, and the growth will be proper. So these biomolecules are very essential, okay. So this biomolecules, okay, it comes under uh, uh, a subject called as biochemistry. Okay. So what is biochemistry? So the branch of chemistry. So it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the structure, functions, and the interactions of biomolecules. So what is biochemistry? Yes. So it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the structures. Okay. It deals with the structures, functions, and the interactions of these biomolecules. Okay, and this is studied under a subject called as biochemistry. Now, this particular chapter, that is biomolecules, the total marks for this particular chapter is 5 marks. Sorry, 9 marks. Okay. So this chapter, it will fetch you how many marks? It will fetch you 9 marks. Okay. So this particular chapter, so from this chapter, you are going to get 1 mark, 2 questions. Okay. 1 mark, 2 questions you are going to get. And this what? 2 marks, 1 question, and 5 marks, 1 question. So you're going to get a long answer, long question. Okay, long question from this biomolecules chapter also. So the total marks for this particular chapter is 9 marks. Okay, it is for 9 marks. So 1 mark, 2 questions, 2 mark, 1 question, and 5 marks, 1 question. Okay. So firstly, you will be having what? You will be having the MCQs. Okay. You'll be having 2 MCQs. So from this particular chapter. So we'll start with the MCQ, students. Shall we start? Yes. Okay, fine. So the first question, glucose on oxidation with nitric acid gives. Okay. Glucose. So you can give your answers in the chat box. Okay. Glucose on oxidation with nitric acid gives. So this is the question from the structure elucidation of glucose, right? When you have studied this structure elucidation in glucose, okay, so the options are A, saccharic acid, B, gluconic acid, C, glyceraldehyde, and D, N-hexane. Okay. Yes, students? Okay. Somebody has, Vedvati has answered it as A, saccharic acid. Fine. What about others? What will glucose give on oxidation with nitric acid? So nitric acid, yes, Swati has also answered it as A. Okay, yes, A is the right answer. So A is the right answer. Others also please answer. Okay, so A, saccharic acid. So glucose structure. How is the glucose structure, students? How is the glucose structure? So glucose. So I'll write the CHO. Okay, CHOH 4 times and then CH2OH. Okay, primary alcohol. So when this you are what you're doing oxidation. Okay, when you are doing oxidation with concentrated or you can take only nitric acid. Okay, HNO3. When you are treating it with HNO3. Okay, when you are doing so nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. So what it is doing, it is converting both this aldehydic group as well as your alcoholic group to the COH, carboxylic. So you're getting a dicarboxylic acid. You're getting a dicarboxylic acid. So the name of this is what? Saccharic acid. It is called as saccharic acid. So it is what? Option number A. Understood? So HNO3. So when you're treating it with concentrated that is nitric acid, both your aldehyde group as well as your primary alcoholic group are converted into carboxylic acid group. Okay, that is COOH. So the product obtained is saccharic acid. Fine. Understood? Yes. So we'll move further. Next question. Cellulose is a linear polymer of A. Alpha glucose, B. Beta glucose, C. Alpha fructose, and D. Beta fructose. Okay, Swati Vedvati has answered it as B. Yes, students, what is the answer? How cellulose is a linear polymer of alpha glucose, beta glucose, alpha fructose, and beta fructose. So you know that cellulose, okay, cellulose is it is a polymer, okay, it is a polymer of glucose, but it is a polysaccharide. Yes, do you know what is polysaccharides? Polysaccharide means what? Polysaccharide means the carbohydrates which on hydrolysis will form more than 10 monosaccharides. Then they are called as polysaccharide, right? So what are the examples, other examples of polysaccharides like starch, cellulose, glycogen? Okay, so these are the examples of your polysaccharides. Okay, so cellulose, it is a linear polymer, but it is a polysaccharide. It is example of polysaccharide. Okay, so how it is formed? It is formed with a long linear chains. Okay, long linear chains of beta D glucose. So these beta D glucose units are linked. Okay, so how is beta D glucose unit? Beta means your, so this is H, this is CH2OH, H, okay. Then here will be your oxygen. This will be OH, H. This will be H, OH. This will be H, sorry, OH, H, and this will be OH. So what will happen? Like this, your beta glucose unit will link. Okay. So how they'll link? Now, suppose if I join one more, how I'll join now? From here. So this O will, okay, from this, the hydrogen. So from this particular, okay, so hydrogen, there will be this connection. So from here, okay, like this. So like this, your uh, glucose unit will be linked. Beta D glucose unit will be linked. Got it? So like this. So again, this is further like this. Okay. So like this long linear chain. So it is made up of beta glucose unit. Yes. Priyanka, Swati, as well as Vedvati have answered it right. Good. Okay. So moving further, next question. Nucleic acids are. Nucleic acids are. Yes. Nucleic acids are. A. Polymer of nucleotides. B. Polymers of nucleosides. C. Polymers of purine bases through phosphate ester bonds. And D. Phosphate ester bonds. Yes, Priyanka has answered it as A. What about others? What are nucleic acids? What are nucleic acids? Vedvati have answered it as D. What are nucleic acids? Yes. What are nucleic acids? What they made up of? Okay, Swati has also answered it as A. Fine. So what are nucleic acids, students? Did you study about nucleic acid? Yes. Did you study about nucleic acid? Nucleic acid means what? Nucleic acid, it is made up of what? It is made up of, it is made up of nucleotides. Okay. So it is a polymers of nucleotides. It is a polymer of nucleotides which is joined by covalent phosphodiester bonds between their sugar. Okay. Between their this. So it is C. That is polymers of purine bases through phosphate ester bonds. Okay. And their phosphate group. So this is the uh, answer. Okay, option number C. Next question. Animal starch is the name given for A. Glycogen, B. Lactogen, C. Cellulose, and D. Maltose. Yes, it is A. Glycogen. Good. So animal starch. Okay, animal starch is the name given for glycogen. Yes, it is A. Next one. RNA contains. What does RNA contains? A. Ribose sugar and thymine. B. Ribose sugar and uracil. C. Deoxyribose sugar and uracil. And D. Deoxyribose sugar and thymine. RNA contains. Okay. Priyanka has answered it as B. Ribose sugar and uracil. Okay. Okay. Vedvati has also answered it as B. Yes, the answer is B. Okay. So ribonucleic acid is what? RNA means it is a ribonucleic acid. Okay. It is a molecule which is present in majority of the living organisms and the viruses. Okay. So what it is made up of? It is made up of nucleotides. It is made up of nucleotides. Okay. In which ribose sugar is present. In which ribose sugar is present and it is attached to the nitrogenous base. It is attached to the nitrogenous bases and the phosphate groups. Okay, and the phosphate groups. So which are the nitrogenous bases? Adenine. Okay, then guanine, uracil, and cytosine. Okay, A, G, U, C. Fine. So it is B. Option number B. Fine. Next one. In DNA, the complementary bases are. In DNA, the complementary bases are A. Adenine and thymine, guanine and cytosine, B. Uracil and adenine, cytosine and guanine, then C. Adenine and guanine, thymine and cytosine, D. Adenine and thymine, guanine and cytosine. Okay. So uracil is not there only. So B and D is wrong. Okay, B and D is wrong. So other than B and D, in DNA, which is the complementary? Yes, it is. Okay, I've got the answers. Vedvati, Netravati, and Priyanka. I have answered it as A. Yes, it is correct. A, A, T, and G, C. Okay, A, T, and G, C. Fine, good. So we'll go for the next one. Sucrose is made up of. Sucrose is made up of A, glycopyranose and fructopyranose. B, glycopyranose and fructofuranose. C, glycofuranose and fructofuranose. D, glucofuranose and fructopyranose. Yes, students? Yes. Sucrose is made up of what? What is sucrose? Sucrose is a naturally produced, okay, plant which is composed of one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. Right, it is made up of one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. What it is also called as? What it is called as sucrose is also called as, commonly it is called as table sugar or the cane sugar. Okay, it is also called as cane sugar or the table sugar. Cane sugar, or it is called as the table sugar. Okay, keep remember the names? So it is mainly how sucrose is C12, H22, O11. Okay. It is composed of one glucose unit plus fructose unit. So how is the structure made up of? Okay, I've got the answers. Vedavati has answered it as A, Priyanka has answered it as B. Okay. So it is made up of what? It is made up of A, glucopyranose and a fructofuranose. Okay. A glucopyranose and a fructofuranose. So it is option number B. It is option number B. So it is made up of a glucopyranose. Pyranose is a six member, that is five membered ring. Okay. And this will be, so like this it will be. Okay. So this is a furanose ring. Okay. And your pyranose will be like this. Fine. So it is, this is the structure. Next one. The water soluble vitamin is A, vitamin D, B, vitamin A, C, vitamin E, and D, vitamin C. Yes, which is the water soluble vitamin? What do you mean by water soluble and water insoluble, first of all? Yes. What do you mean by water soluble and water insoluble vitamins? Do you know? Yes. Did you study about this? What is vitamins? Okay, what the answers? Option, all have answered. Netravati, uh, Vedvati, Priyanka, and Nikita have answered it as D. Okay. So, what are vitamins? First of all, these are also the organic compounds, okay, which is required in our diet, right? So, this vitamin should be present in our diet in the small amounts, so that our body can perform specific biological functions, okay, and also for the maintenance of the body, okay. So this is about vitamins. Okay, why vitamins play a important role. Now, depending upon whether they are soluble in fat or water, they are classified as two types. So if they are soluble in water, okay, that is fat soluble vitamins. Okay, so why they are called as fat soluble vitamins? Because these vitamins, they are soluble in fats and oils. Okay, but they are insoluble in water. So they are called as fat soluble vitamins. And where these vitamins are stored then in the liver and adipose tissues. Okay. Which are the examples of fat soluble vitamins? Please remember. Okay. What are fat soluble? Because they are soluble in fats. Okay. That is fats and oil. So which are the fat soluble vitamins? Vitamin A, D, E, and K are the fat soluble vitamins. Okay. Then the second is water soluble vitamins. Next is water soluble. Why they are called as water soluble? Because it is soluble in water and it is supplied in the regular diet. Okay. And what are the examples? It is vitamin B, all the vitamin B group. Okay. Except your B12. Except your B12, all the vitamin B. All the vitamin B, okay, group, and vitamin C and vitamin C. So yes, example, option number D is the right answer. Option number D is the right answer. Okay. Next question. The number of peptide bonds in tetrapeptide is, yes. What do you mean by peptide bond now? Okay, Vedvati and Priyanka have answered it as B. Yes, students, the number of peptide bonds in tetrapeptide is. What are peptides? Okay, Netravati has answered it as C. Swati has answered it as B. Okay, we'll see what is the answer. Before that, what is a peptide bond, student? What is a peptide bond? So a amide bond. Now, how is the amide bond? This is the amide bond. Okay. So amide bond, which is formed. Okay, and amide bond which is formed between two amino acid. Between two amino acid. Okay, with the elimination of water. With the elimination of water, then it is called as a peptide bond. Then it is called as what? It is called as a peptide bond. Okay. Now suppose they give you example of dipeptide. Okay, I'll give you example of dipeptide. Okay, so dipeptide will contain two amino acid. It will contain two amino acid. Okay, and but they contain two amino acid, but it is held by only one peptide bond. Okay, it is held by only one peptide bond. Similarly, what they have asked, the number of peptide bonds in tetrapeptide. So tetra means what? Tetra means four, right? Tetra means four. So in tetrapeptide, four amino acids will be present, but the number of this what peptide bonds will be three. It will be three. So option number that is B. Okay, B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Okay, so good. Fine. Next question. The vitamin which causes disease query is. So which is the vitamin which causes disease query? A, vitamin D, B, vitamin A, C, vitamin E, and D, vitamin C. Yes, students. So which is the vitamin which is causes squarey? Okay. Netravati, Swati, Priyanka, Vedvati have answered it as D. Okay. So which is the vitamin? Vitamin C. Okay. The vitamin which causes disease query is. The vitamin which causes disease query is. Yes, it is caused by vitamin C. Yes, good. It is caused by vitamin C. Okay. So why scurvy is caused? It is due to like not eating more fruits and vegetables. Okay. So the main cause for this particular disease is due to not eating enough fruits and vegetables. Okay. It is the main. So what will happen if this disease is not treated? Okay. If the scurvy disease is not treated, then it may lead to bleeding gums. So your gums, all the gums will get bleed. Okay, your gums will start bleeding. Okay, and your teeth will get loosen up. The teeth will get loosen up, and there will be bleeding under your skin. Okay, so how the treatment vitamin C? You can take vitamin C through the okay different diet. So you can take vitamin C to the different diet. Okay, so this is the vitamin which causes night blindness is. So which is the vitamin which causes night blindness, students? Which is the vitamin? Vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Night blindness. Vitamin which causes night blindness. Okay, Priyanka has answered it as B. Okay, vitamin A. Yes, it is vitamin A. Option number that is B. Okay, option B. So vitamin that is night blindness. So night blindness when you have vitamin A deficiency of vitamin A, then you will get night blindness. Okay, fine, good. So there are few more questions. So this questions. Okay, starch is a polymer of. So what is starch? Starch is a polymer of. Yes, students, starch is a polymer of. It is a polymer of A, alpha D glucose, B, beta D glucose, C, alpha D fructose, and D, beta D fructose. Yes, it is made up of alpha D glucose. Okay, remember this. So starch, okay, starch is the polymer of glucose. Okay, so it consists of amylose and amylopeptide. So this starch, it is made up of alpha D glucose. Next is when glucose reacts with bromine water. What is the main product formed? When glucose it reacts with bromine water, we have seen in the previous first this okay that when bromine water is also oxidizing agent, but it is a mild oxidizing agent. So if you treat it with bromine water, what you get? You get, yes, you get gluconic acid. Okay, you get gluconic acid. Good. Okay, only your COOH. So the aldehydic part will be converted into uh, acid part. Okay, so this is mild. So bromine water is a mild oxidizing agent. So it will convert only your aldehyde to COH. Next one, cellulose is not digestible by human beings due to absence of cellulose hydrolyzing enzyme called. Cellulose is not digestible by human beings due to absence of cellulose hydrolyzing enzyme called A. Invertase, B. Xylase, C. Urease, and D. Cellulase. Yes. So in the human body, we lack to digest. Okay. We are unable to digest cellulose. Okay. Why? Because of lack of enzyme called cellulase. So cellulose is an enzyme. So this cellulase enzyme, it will break down the complex substances. Okay. Like the cellulose. So in our human body, so this enzyme is very it is we lack. Okay. We lack in this enzyme. So we cannot break cellulose. Okay. Next question. Vitamin B6 is known as vitamin B6 is known as A. Pyridoxine, B. Thiamine, C. Tocopherol, and D. Riboflavin. Okay, Vedvati, Priyanka, Netravati have answered it as A. Vitamin B6 is known as. Okay, others? Yes, it is called as pyridoxine. Okay, it is called as what? It is called as pyridoxine. Fine. Which of the last question? Which of the following is a vitamin? A. Aspartic acid. Which of the following is a vitamin? A. Aspartic acid. B. Ascorbic acid. C. Adipic acid. And D. Saccharic acid. Okay. Swati, Priyanka, Vedvati have answered it as B. What is ascorbic acid? Which of the following is a vitamin? Yes. Okay. So when we are talking about vitamins, okay. So we know what are vitamins now. So aspartic acid, it is what? It is a non-essential amino acid. Okay. It is an example of non-essential amino acid. So this is wrong. Then adipic acid, what is adipic acid? So this is a dicarboxylic acid. Okay. Which is used as a for ninol preparation. So this is also wrong. Then saccharic acid, what is saccharic acid? So saccharic acid is also no. Okay, wrong. So this is ascorbic acid. So what is ascorbic acid? It is the composition of or the generic name of vitamin C. Okay, okay. It is a of vitamin C. So it is option number B. Okay, so it is a very important vitamin. for the repairing your tissues. Okay, so these were the questions. Okay, so this is a very interesting topic, that is biomolecules. So I thought of covering the MCQs today. Okay, fine. So in the next class, we'll be discussing the questionnaires. Okay, so I hope the MCQs are clear. Yes, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Any doubts, students? Fine. So if you have no doubts, so I shall end the session. So we'll be meeting in the next class. Okay, so I'll be completing this particular chapter, biomolecules. Fine. So thank you, dear students. We'll meet in the next section. Bye.